Welcome today. I am going straight off the cuff. If it's your first time on this channel, my name is the infamous Joel, and I spent 7 years in prison, got off drugs and alcohol, did the whole nine, hit rock bottom, and then came back and started doing affiliate marketing. It was not an easy path. It was all ups and downs, but I finally started making 10K months, on to 20K months, 30K month. But I'm not here today to tell you strategy, how I did it. I have an entire channel. Go watch those other videos to watch all that other stuff. And honestly, you're still stuck in the same spot after you've probably bought a bunch of courses. You've probably looked at everyone else's YouTube channel. I want to talk straight to you today, okay? Because you are flooded with information. You have a lot of education. You have AI. You have more fucking education than you've ever needed in your entire life. And yet you're probably still in the same spot. So I want to talk more about that. And today I had a coaching call with some of my clients and some other clients from another program. Everyone kind of joined together on that call. And it dawned on me just from hearing other people's stories of how it is to work a 9-to-5 nowadays, even if some of the guys on the call were making like 6 figures at their job. And it was like they're still living paycheck to paycheck. It was insane. I was like, look, if would it be any different if right now your boss told you, look, I'm going to stop giving you a paycheck. Instead, I'm just going to pay for a roof over your head. I'm going to buy your food every month. And, you know, whatever other emergency expenses or survival expenses you have, like utilities and stuff like that. Would it be any different? And the guy said, no. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy shit, what is going on in the world today? When I was a kid, which is a million years ago, but when I was a kid, making a 6-figure income at your job was like, you were freaking rich. You basically lived in a mansion at that point. Now it's like, what the hell is going on? And I do want to talk more about why people are doing online businesses and, you know, affiliate marketing, whatever it might be. I prefer affiliate, and they're still not seeing results. There's a lot of reasons for that, but I want to talk even further about the people that haven't even started yet or not wanting to start. As I mentioned earlier, if it's your first time on the channel, I spent the 7 years in prison, but before that, I was already in prison. That was a realization that I had while I was in prison. An inmate came to me and he was a lifer and he was like super intelligent. He was like wise beyond his years, probably because he's been there forever and he's read a lot of books. But he said to me, he said, this place is just a physical manifestation of your mental state before you came here. I want to let that sink in, right? What he's saying is that your results in your life, what you have in front of you, is a direct result of your mental state. Everyone hates mindset. They hate it. They hate talking, be positive and all that shit. Oh no, just give me all the bells and whistles. Show me exactly where to click and what to do. And none of that shit's ever gonna work. I'm gonna tell you that right now, ever, if your mindset is not in the right place. Okay? Before I went to prison, I was a drug addict. I was an alcoholic. I thought I was a piece of shit. Okay? I hate to curse on this channel. I might get demonetized. Sorry, YouTube. But I was a piece of all right? I was a bad person. I was a bad father. I was a bad everything. And when I had that experience in jail, when I started to have calls with my sons, calls with my daughter, and every time I had calls with them on the phone, not coming to see me, I don't know if you know a lot about prison, but when you go to state prison, they send you in some faraway mountain, hours and hours away from your family. They don't want you to live right next door, right? That's part of the punishment. And that's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm saying that by hearing my kids on the other end of those calls and they're growing up through the phone, I can hear their voices changing every so few months, every so often that we're talking. That's when it started to sink in that I put myself here and I need to work on a plan to dig myself out. But when that other inmate told me that that place was a physical manifestation, I started to see that it was more than just a plan of action step by step. You guys know what I'm talking about? It can't just be you go into an online business, you go buy a course or whatever, here's a click, here's a click, here's a click, go push these buttons and money shoots out of your computer. You need to become the person first that is deserving of that result and then all those things will manifest. I hate to get super woo-woo and the universe, all that shit, but it is true to a degree. It has to be. The people who succeed most in life are irrationally passionate and irrationally confident at the thing that they're trying to do. Just the simple act of changing some of your wording, some of your sentences. For, some of the people that come into my world say, well, I can't, make 1,000 in business. I've never done it, so I can't. Just say you can't yet. Okay? That one little word changes everything. Oh, I'm not good at tech. I'm not a techie person. I can't build websites or whatever. You can't build websites yet. Just that one word changes the entire thought process around that belief from hopelessness to hopefulness. Because now it's like, okay, I'm not there yet. I will be. There's a certainty behind that. There's a certainty behind that sentence that you just put together just by changing the wording, right? I don't have my journal. I have it upstairs now, but there are 5 or 6 journals I filled when I was in prison with just my thoughts, just keeping track of where my thoughts were that day, how I was thinking negative, and if those negative thoughts were serving me or not, and how to change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. And I had a shitload of negative thoughts, guys. If I can do this stuff, anyone can. From the time that I was a little kid, I felt worthless. My parents were alcoholics. They were always fighting. They were always throwing beer bottles at each other. They were screaming every day. I felt like I wasn't worth anything. And I had a lot of work, internal work to do to feel like I need to become that person, or to feel like I'm becoming that person that is deserving, that is someone who's important. Because I didn't feel important. I didn't feel deserving. So before I tackled that, I would have never made any money doing anything, no matter what I did. I mean, a job, right? And that brings me back to that point of living in this like indentured servitude that we have now. Most people don't have the business problem. I don't know how to do affiliate marketing or any other kind of business online, or any business really. You can start a food truck. I don't care what it is. Okay? They don't have that problem because there's enough information out there to have you bleeding out of your ears with how much information there is. There are AI bots that will build you a business plan now. That's not the problem. The problem is people don't feel deserving. And it's okay, because most of the time we get that in childhood. It's not our fault. But it is our fault if we continue to let it happen. If we continue to believe those self-limiting thoughts that are keeping us stuck. That's the Matrix. I always talk about the Matrix, my favorite movie, but the Matrix is real. It's a fake world. It's a made-up world, partially by the people that run this place, right? The haves versus the have-nots. There are haves. And every 4 years, all the have-nots go to the polls and they vote for whoever, and they think things are going to change. The haves already bought this place a long time ago. It's been bought and sold, and it's nothing. Okay? I hate to tell you that, anyone that's been alive long enough has figured that out. This whole place is just bought and sold, and it's to the highest bidder, and the rest of us are just peons. We don't have any say in anything. Okay? But what you do have a say in is that escape from the Matrix, that take that red pill, say eat the red pill, but take it. And it starts with the belief that you can. It starts with the belief that just because these systems are built in front of you, go get this job, go pay your taxes, I'm saying do pay your taxes, but go fall in line. We're all so scared to bite the hand that feeds us. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, as long as we get to a level of comfort, everyone's searching comfort. Get me to this level. As long as I'm comfortable, then I'll be okay. It's like the cartoon with the little cartoon person on the back of the donkey with the carrot on the stick, keeping you moving forward. Right? Here's some comfort. Here, chase the comfort. You're never going to get it. There's never going to be a point of comfort. I've made well into 7 figures online. I'm not even comfortable. Right? Emergencies come up. Yeah, and sometimes and this is a broke person thought, oh, when I get some money, everything will be fine. No, it won't. Last year I had a panic attack. I had diagnosed real anxiety. Not anymore. I dealt with it. I don't know how I did it, honestly, but I had to take anxiety medication. I had to take Lexapro routinely. I felt like a loser. Like I'm like, man, I'm an entrepreneur. I've done well for myself. How am I having all this anxiety? How am I having these, health problems and I can't sleep at night and all these things? And it turns out everyone's human. Entrepreneurs are human. Business owners online are human. People you see on social media and Instagram are human. They have problems too. It's not that I'm somehow better than everyone watching this or not watching it, whatever you're doing right now. But it's not that I'm better. It's that I made that choice and I made that leap to do better for myself. You have to be selfish. In the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, he said, selfishness is a virtue. That changed everything. That changed everything for me because, like, when I was growing up, don't be selfish, right? Maybe you're like, don't be selfish. Oh, no, that's horrible. It's a horrible thing to do. Yeah, in some ways, selfishness is a bad thing. But when it comes to putting yourself in a good place, maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to, take a vacation from your job, just some you time. Right? Watch the damn sunset. I don't know what it is, but selfishness is a virtue in the sense that all the people around you will be better off when you treat yourself. A rising tide raises all boats, right? I wouldn't be able to get my kids the kind of vacations and fun activities and things that I buy them, right? I wouldn't have been able to buy my fiance a few cars at this point. She has terrible credit, but I'm able to buy stuff for the people around me and take care of them because I'm selfish. Does that make sense? It's like I'm being selfish because I put me first. That way I can provide for the people around me. There's a cause and effect there. If I was like, okay, I'm just going to do everything for everybody else, give everybody the shirt off my back, well, what's left for me at the end of the day? I can't help the poor if I'm one of them. Right? Big realization. I can't continue playing their game, their system, their matrix, and expecting a different result. Like somehow I'm going to be special. I'm going to beat the system. The system is designed to keep you at a low level of comfort and a high level of anxiety. Think about how the school system is set up. The school system was bought and sold a long time ago, right? The Department of Education and all that stuff to brainwash kids into buying into this system. From the time that we were in school, it was like study hard, get good grades, get a job. It was all this shit. It was a lie. They just wanted you to play the game so that they can collect tax money and go to war anytime they want. It's all a big game. And the faster you learn that, all this and I love this when people are like, affiliate marketing is a scam. What the hell isn't a scam? Everything's a scam. Wake up every day, look at your life. Health insurance is a scam. The dentist is a scam. The firefighter is a scam. Not, anything is a goddamn scam. Everything is fake and phony. We live in this fabricated world. It just is. So you have to decide, I'm going to make my own rules. What affiliate marketing is making your own system to make your own income. Right? It's a big leap. It's tough. Some of you guys aren't good at tech yet. You're not good entrepreneurs or business owners yet. You haven't found your voice yet. Remember to say yet every time. I don't know what this freaking video is about, but I just wanted to come on here and ramble, tell some more of my story, some of my thoughts, and I want to do this more often. Because I don't want to, this is another thing. Even YouTube is a matrix of its own. It's like all these rules of do SEO and make sure your videos show up at the top of search results. And I don't want to always do that. It feels like a job again. Every single time that I slip into, even myself, I bought a course or I took some coaching or something, and someone says, do this, I fall into patterns where I get depressed again. I get anxiety again. Maybe that's how I beat it. I just started doing whatever the hell I wanted to. Right? And part of life is that when you're looking for financial freedom, you're not just looking for financial freedom, you're looking for personal freedom. The freedom to wake up and do what you want. Be who you want. I can curse on here if I want to. I mean, they might demonetize me, but I can speak how I want to. I can make videos like this about topics that I feel like making videos about, and nobody can tell me otherwise. No boss somewhere is going to slap me on the wrist and say, hey, don't do that. That's the power of being in business for yourself and doing your own thing. That's the part where a lot of the big guru people don't really talk about. They just want to show you the flying, the jets and the money suitcases and all that stuff. That's great, but money is just a tool. It's just a means to an end. It doesn't even really exist. At this point, it's just digits on a screen. It's all digital. You know, it's a matrix. It's all fake and phony and meant to sell you things and ideas and give you those dopamine spikes in your brain, like, ooh, pretty colors. It's bullshit, right? The whole goal here is not to make a gajillion dollars, is to really be tapped into who you really are and who you always really wanted to be. Ever since you were a kid, you wanted to be that person. Like, I wanted to be the Red Ranger, Power Ranger. Like, you know what I mean? Like something like that. And be that child again. Be back to like being free and fun and having a good time. Because this life, it's short, man. It's extremely short. The older that I get, I'm 40 years old now. I've been in the affiliate marketing game almost 10 years. I'm 40 years old. And like the clock keeps ticking. It keeps moving forward. And the more that I think about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis with my business, with my clients and stuff, the more that I think, why waste time? Why keep doing shit that I don't really want to do? The same applies to you. I'm not saying like quit your job today and go all in. You need some kind of safety net. You know, play it smart, but definitely start to plan not just the how-to step-by-step, because that stuff's out there, but plan how you're going to shift your mindset into the person that you want to become. It's a big, big, huge thing. That's how we break out of this new prison, this new matrix. It's all a prison. It's all a manifestation of your actions before, your mental state before. So you just got to break that mental pattern first, and then you'll be free from that prison. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.